101.5 FM, there's Richie Skull there, and last song, it's, what is it, bang on 6:15 here. 101.5 FM, Tracy the Big D on the Thursday night on the fences. How you doing?
Oh, look, I tell you what, I can tell the guys out there, we've had a bit of a fluster because we started off in Studio A. Everything went absolutely down the tube. We lost everything, so we've had to race in, kick old Shane out. So thank you very much for your patience there, Shane, and the boot that we had to give you to get him out and get us on. But it all still went pretty smoothly, so we're a little bit flustered, but it's okay. We're calm now.
But we're caught up. And everything like that. So what I might have to do is drive my wife away.
Settle down.
No. Of course, that was a classic Eddie Rabbit song, "Driving My Life Away," and it's been covered just recently by an Australian artist. And I thought we might find out a little bit more about him. And that, of course, is Ross McGregor, and he joins us on the phone now. G'day, Ross. How you going?
Hello, mate.
Mate, a classic old Eddie Rabbit song. What made you grab a hold of that one?
I've been singing it all my life, basically.
Yep.
It's one of those songs that you just have to sing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good song. I play it quite often in my shows, and it always goes over well, and people request it. And I just thought it was a good song to reinterpret.
It's funny that it was one of those songs, Eddie Rabbit, because probably even with the, Every Which Way But Loose and all of that sort of stuff he did, he was a country artist, but he really had that crossover effect, didn't he, because of the type of songs he did.
Well, he also wrote Kentucky Rain for Elvis.
That's right, yeah. Great songwriter, Eddie Rabbit, and did some terrific stuff. And did you know he also wrote Room at the Top of the Stairs? Did you know that?
I didn't know that one.
Oh, I didn't know that one either.
There you go, Eddie Rabbit.
Yeah.
See, all these guys, they got a soft, sentimental side to them somewhere in there.
That's right.
So, Ross, do you ever change the words to "driving my life away" to "you driving your wife away"?
No.
Come
well,
on.
I'm not married, so I can't really.
Oh. Now you're based around the Central Coast, New South Wales.
Yeah.
So plenty of what's the country music scene for an independent artist like that?
A lot of the big artists live here, like Becky Cole, Rod McCormack, Adam Harvey, Casey Chambers, Bill Chambers. So a lot of them are living here now.
All right, so a bit of inspiration. You just walk down to the local IGA or something.
What's that?
Bit of inspiration. You just walk down to the local IGA.
Yeah, well, I've known all these people for ages and get to play with them quite often.
So I noticed, Ross, that you've got like solo gigs that you're doing yourself, and you've got your Summerland Kings gigs as well.
Yeah.
If you were to say, okay, I'm not going to ask you which one's the better gig, whether you do your solos or your band gigs, but what's the big difference, and what's the audience looking for with the difference of them?
Well, when I do my own shows, it's more country. And when I do the Summerland Kings thing, we do a mix of country and blues and a bit of rock and roll and the original stuff as well.
Now, the album, how's it going for you?
Really good.
Yep.
I've got 5,000 copies pressed and I've got about 100 left.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Outstanding. Well done.
That's over a 2-year period.
That's
I'm not in the shops or anything, so I'm just selling them at gigs, basically.
That's fully independent, Ross?
Yep.
Mate, that's a huge
Trying
effort.
to get a label, but it's not easy to do.
No, I tell you what, that's an inspiration. We have a lot of budding artists listen to this program, and if you were to
think of the mix of songs on it.
Well, it's a good mix because you've got, I sort of find when I listen to an album, I'll sort of quickly flick through it first, and I'll start from the beginning and go to the end, but I only give you each artist, I suppose, about 20 seconds or something. And this was a sort of album where you sort of go, oh, okay, it had a mix of everything in there, so I was really impressed with that, instead of a lot of the same. A lot of albums are coming out now and they're all slow.
Yeah, that's what I find.
And I find that boring. Yes, it is nice and that sort of stuff, but it is boring.
Yeah, all those styles on the album I did is what I've sung all my life.
And that's what I found. It was a great mix where something you could actually go to a show and you could hear from track one right through to the end of the album. You could hear that at a show. Yeah,
well, Malcolm Wood, who wrote Drinking Tequila, Big Greg Wheels and Can't Hang Around, he's in our Summerland Kings band. He's our lead guitarist.
There you
He also plays pedal steel. And basically Mel and me are the two front singers in the band. And you know Tex Morton?
Yes,
well, his son Bob is also in our band. Bob plays blues, harp, percussion, and very much like his dad as far as personality and stuff. Bob's 72 now, so he's outlived his dad.
Well done.
And yeah, it's a great band. Everyone likes us because they reckon we have a lot of fun on the stage, and I've been in the band now for 12 years, and it's been going for about that long. So.
And that's what we find, if the band's up there having fun, the audience are having fun as well.
Well, quite often we get people like Bill Chambers and they come along and join in and play along with us. Because we also work a lot of shows for Ros Lindsay on the Reg Lindsay radios and that. And we've played with Bill Chambers on that, and Lucky Star, Juanita, the Honky Tonk Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So they've all done shows with us now.
That's excellent.
Which is really good.
Mm.
I've been actually talking to Juanita, and we're looking at recording a duet together.
Oh, we look forward to that.
Honky tonk sort of song. Yeah.
Sorry, a honky tonk sort of song?
Yeah, well, just that sort of style.
Yep.
We're both sort of similar in the sort of country that we do, so we're looking at doing that together, hopefully.
So, what sort of experiences will you take out of the first album? It's a big effort, and take it into the next one.
Give me a good idea what sort of songs the audience like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically nearly every song on the album, people have liked the songs. I don't think there's anything on it really that people don't like.
And if we had a budding artist who's about to release an EP or an album, what piece of advice would you give them? Apart from don't do it.
Play what they feel is works for them.
So, Ross, why did you choose this one for your first single off the album?
What was my heart thinking?
No, why did you choose that one? Yeah. No, this second one, the Drive My Wife Away.
Well, the first thing was actually the first track, What Was My Heart Thinking? I had that given to me on a demo from Rod McCormack about 12 years ago by an unknown artist in America, and I just had it lying around and thought, wow, that's a good song. So when I took it to Rob in the studio, we sat down and had a listen, we worked it out, and I put it down. And Bill Chambers played dobro on that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's been sitting around. So that's been sitting around unrecorded for 12 years.
Yeah. As far as I know, it's never been recorded before.
Forget about what my heart was thinking. What was everybody else thinking?
I think they thought it was a pretty good song.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
I put it out on the Hillcrest CDs that go overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I had about 5,000 emails come back from that. And I also had a really strong album review published in France and one in Germany and the Capital News in Australia.
Mate, that's brilliant. That's
I've also just had a full-page article published in the latest Capital News that's just come out today.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to catching that. We'll give everyone a wrap. We'll give everyone
info there about some new projects that I'm looking at. Right. One of them is going to be doing an Elvis show.
Oh, I saw something about that.
But not the typical Elvis show, because I know every one of his songs, but I'm looking at doing a show where I sing a whole bunch of songs that weren't hits, but they're songs that the audience don't basically ever get to hear, because all they hear is the typical
Blue Suede
big
Shoes.
Elvis hit show. But there's so many songs he did that are just as good as any hit that he had on the radio.
So when you, just to get that right, they're still Elvis songs, but they're things that would have been on albums or like.
And unless you're an Elvis fan, you would never hear the songs basically.
So maybe something that's been on one of the soundtracks or so forth. Okay.
Well, not just soundtracks, but concert albums and the studio stuff he did in the 70s and that.
Brilliant.
But if you look at my album, I've actually got an Elvis song on that called I Forgot to Remember to Forget, which was actually the first number one hit that Elvis had.
Wow.
Which was about a year before Heartbreak Hotel.
Wow.
And it was when he was recording on the Sun Studio label when he first started.
Well, of course, that's taking it back in
But if you listen to my version and you go back and listen to the original Elvis version, it sounds completely different. His version was just very basic. He recorded a song that didn't have pedal steel or any of that stuff on it, so I've updated it from what he did.
Well, a lot of things have changed since then.
Yeah. Now, if someone wants to get hold of the album, can they still order it from you directly?
Yeah, they can get it from my email address, info@roscomcgregor.com.
All right, and there's only 100 left, so they better get in quick.
Mate, did you get that list of gig dates that I sent through?
Yeah, we got that here. So
put up on our website as well, and up on our Facebook.
Yeah, they're all basically around the Central Coast and Newcastle area.
Yeah, so pretty busy every.
But we do go to the Tamworth Festival and some of the other big festivals.
All right, we're running short on time now. We better.
Yeah, we'll have to catch up with you again, Ross, because you've got such great stories there and some a lot of history there and some things that I know not only us but our listeners would love to hear some more from you. So we'll catch up with you again in the near future.
Yeah. Cool.
Sure.
So this is Driving My Life Away. This is Ross McGregor. This is a taste of what you get. If you want to know more, you can always jump on the website and find out more about Ross McGregor. Thanks for your time tonight, Ross.
Contact me direct too if they want to do it that way.
Brilliant.
Yep.